Palestine, we had so many wars. The first one in '88, the second one, the last one. I really remember that one. It was in 2002. So I was almost 17 years old. So after that, we almost lost hope because we lost everything. It was really difficult time that I even couldn't manage to go to school and go to write my exams. It was really tough. I remember one day that I had to do a big exam that will send me afterwards college, but I couldn't manage because there was a curfew. But I was determined to go to the exam and write it and finish it because I wanted to go to college after that. And it was curfew that time. So I had to stop an ambulance because ambulances were going around, and then I found a way that ambulance can take me to my exam. So when the ambulance opened for me, and then I was surprised because I found many other students in that ambulance trying to go to their exam soon. So it was not easy, despite of all this situation. And after that, 2002, I decided, look, I want to do something with football. Because at that time, as I said, it was in the middle of despair, destruction, little hope, that people were, what shall we do? We lost everything. We have no hopes, no dreams, no country, no jobs, no homes. Some were destroyed. Our car was destroyed. Many things happened. And then I said, okay, but if I stay thinking that way, it's a problem because we had so much energy. And I found that we can switch this energy, which we had anger, We were angry, we were tense, we were stressed, we were depressed. But then I thought that if we do something with football, it can completely change our life. And then, when I started the women's football team in 2003, we brought the girls together in Bethlehem University and we started to play. We were just 4, because at the beginning were people like, what? Football? And girls? And now who cares? We just have to focus on so many important things. How to study, how to eat, how to live, how to be secure, which all basics were not even there. And I was like, yeah, but also to play football, it will give us a lot to make all these things happen. So we founded the team in 2003. We started to play. We had a lot of criticism with the teams too, with their parents, with the community, even my girlfriends at school and university. They said, why are you playing football? Why are you following the ball? Focus on something else. And I was like, what is something else? And they said, something else, maybe it's the husband. It's the husband? Okay, maybe at one point that is possible, because family is important. But football is also something, no? Yes. So then I convinced them that no, football is good. So people started to write about it. They started to be curious about this football team. They called us the Dream Team. Because in the middle of destruction, despair, and death, somehow, we found hope through this team. And for us, hope was really a big, big thing, because if you are in the middle of such situation, you completely lose hope. But we didn't lose hope. And football gave us the power to go on, to have hope, to build a team, to play together, to laugh together, to cry together, to fight together, and to put this energy out together in a beautiful game, which was football. Regardless of our situation, regardless of being Christians or Muslims, regardless of being from the village or the city, regardless of being from the refugee camp or from the less privileged areas, regardless if you are from disadvantaged group or from a good family or from a first class or second class or first class. At all, we didn't matter this. At the end, it was only about football. And with football, we want to make the change. Not with politics, not with stones, not with weapons. We want to fight with fair play, with a fair game, which was football, that brings people together, reconciliation, solidarity, fair play, and fun. Football is fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Football is fun. And how many people here love football? Oh yes, that's amazing. Wow. That would be a big team tomorrow, no? And then, just to not to be too boring, and then after that, we founded the team, we started to get a lot of support. The parents were started to be proud of their daughters. Even my dad was so proud. You know, when I walk with him in Palestine, in the narrow streets of Bethlehem, and I see people, like I see kids like you playing football in the street, I join them immediately, even if I'm wearing high heels or a dress or anything. I join them, and my dad would stop like this and smile. He cannot say anything anymore. So he's proud. I made him proud. I made my parents proud. I made my community proud. I made my girlfriends at the school proud. And now, one of them told me, I remember when I told you, follow the ball and see what we'll do for you. And I said, wow, the football did so many things for you that never did for us. And that's what football gave me. After that, okay, I had sad injuries on my knees, my back. I look old. No, it's my injuries through football, but you know, I know that every time you pay the price for something. So the price for me was the injuries, and for me the injuries was the saddest moments in my life. Not the political situation or the social barriers or the cultural barriers, because when I had my injury, I stopped playing football. And when I stopped playing football, it's almost like my life stopped for a while. Because football was everything for me. I could play, I could have fun, I could put my energy out. It is when I'm stressed, it was the best solution for me to get out of it, out of my stress, out of my depression, out of my problems. So when I play football, I forget the words. And I own the pitch. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to have connections. You don't need to be from a wealthy family. You don't need to be high class or your parents are connected to government or whatever. Because sometimes this happens. People think that I was connected. People think that my parents were so rich that they could find a way for me, you know, to go here and there. But that was not the case. My parents, they were modest. We barely had our basic life. You know, we were 5 at the same room, living all together. We didn't have connections with government, even with the mayor, the municipality of Bethlehem. We didn't even have connection with. Nothing. I did all this because I believe that I want to be something. I want to change something, and I want to be a role model for all the people in my country, to give them a chance to dream and make their dreams come true. So, that is my story.